So, hello everyone and welcome to my first video. I am Salma Mustafid, and in these videos we will be recapitulating what I study in class in my digital marketing class. So, as a company, when trying to access a certain market, you are faced with many challenges, and the main ones are the variability of media and channels, the attention deficit, the paradox of choice, fragmentation, micro-marketing segmentation, and multitasking. So you need something that will catch their attention. So this is why this video will be about how can digital marketing help us face these challenges. So first of all, what is marketing? According to the Oxford Dictionary, marketing is the action or business of promoting and selling a certain product or service through market research and advertisement. This basically means that we create a value for a certain product so that the customers will buy it and we will get value in return. Now, what is digital marketing? It is the exact same thing, except that the channels are digital, which means through the internet, such as email campaigns, web ads, social media, or television ads. So, as we said, when trying to work in a certain market, you face some challenges. But to first access it, there are some barriers. Now, these barriers have changed over time. At first, capital was the main barrier to access in a certain market. Then it became intellectual property, and now it is your brand. You need to have a brand. Brand is the best way to face all the challenges and to access a market, because the brand is the meaning of your company, of the product you sell. When we say a brand, it means that if I say the name of your company, people will think of a visual, an image, a feeling, or a certain product. It's what you evoke in people's brains. That is your brand. And as we say, meaning is the new currency. So having a brand, having a meaning is the main and first step to accessing a certain market. Now, when we have brands, we have two things. We have your brand identity and your brand image. To make it simple, your brand identity is how you define yourself and who you define yourself. It's a promise that you promise people to deliver. However, your brand image is how people perceive you. And the most successful brands are the ones whose brand identity and brand image are closer. So, which means that the bigger the gap between your brand identity and your brand image is, the least successful you are. It means that you are not delivering what you promised to deliver. To be a successful brand, you need to be a charismatic brand. So this is a concept I learned from class in a video that was shown to us. It was Martin Neumer's video. It was an innovation workshop, and I will link it down below anyway. It says that successful brands are charismatic brands, which means that if that brand stops selling, you will not find an alternative for it. And to be a charismatic brand as a company, you need to think about three things. First, who we are. And second, what do we do? And third, why does it matter? Now, each of these three things can be identified through some exercises that we can see in the video. For example, the rich uncle exercise or the fill the gap exercises. Martin Neumer is inspired from the CBBE concept, which is a marketing concept created by Kevin Lane Keller, a professor in Tuck Business School and Dartmouth College. So this CBBE model is actually a pyramid. Now, the first step of this pyramid is brand identity or salience, which basically means uniqueness, what makes you particular, which means that when you create your brand, you need to have something unique about you that will differentiate you and distinguish you from all the other brands and companies. The second step of the CBE model is actually divided into two parts. First, it is the performance, which means that when I say your brand name, people think about how good your product is or how good your services are. The second part is the imagery, which means that it evokes visuals or the history of your company or something particular about the usage of your product. The third step of the CBBE model is also divided into two parts. So we have judgments and feelings. And one important thing to mention here is that they don't necessarily have to be positive in some cases. And as we sometimes say, any publicity could be good publicity. So the last step in the CBBE model is resonance, which means that your customers resonate with your brand. And that creates attachment. It creates loyal and committed consumers that would not switch your brand for something else. That was an introduction to the CBBE model and to charismatic brands with some definitions here and there. We'll meet next week for another video.